Let's get to it. So just in case you guys haven't been keeping up, Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez have been going at it on Twitter.
It done got hot in here for some reason.
So this is what Michael Benson tweeted. He was basically tweeting what Teofimo Lopez said, and this is what Teofimo Lopez said on Boxing Social. I did call out Crawford at 147 pounds. I'm not here to play games. I want to fight the best. The fighters Crawford fought were handicapped. Spence just announced about his eye. Jose Benavidez had a shot leg. Kell Brook was injured too with his eye. Every fighter Crawford has faced at 147 pounds has been injured. I'm healthy. Fight the best fighter at a healthier weight. Let's do it.
How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division?
Now, obviously, I disagree with him when it comes to the shot leg of Jose Benavidez. 2 years had passed before he even fought Terence Crawford after he got shot. A lot of people don't tell you that because a lot of people don't realize 2 years had passed. And that dude had two or three fights before he fought Terence Crawford. And guess what? He knocked out those guys that he fought before he fought Terence Crawford. So let's stop trying to make it seem like, or don't let nobody make you think that he fought Terence Crawford right after he got shot. That wasn't the case. Then Crawford responded. He said, and Teofimo Lopez, your little BA better worry about them little guys that's on your butt down there in your weight class. It's crazy. Every time I see your whole A, you don't even look my way. But when you're in front of a camera, you got so much to say. You a wussy. And I agree with Terence Crawford. Listen, I did a video about this a couple of days ago, and I was saying the same thing. Now, I didn't call him out of his name, but I did say that he do a lot of talking. You know, that's what he do. He talk. He get in front of these cameras, and he try to sound so hard, and he talk about these guys that he never fight, and he never fight them because he always make money an obstacle. You get what I'm saying? It always make it seem like there's not enough money there for him to fight, so he usually prices himself out. Then Teofimo Lopez responded and he said, Ed Terence Crawford, you right, I am the biggest wussy in the sport of boxing. Then he put hashtag #1 Loma with an X, basically saying that Loma was #1 at the time and he beat him. Then he put hashtag #1 Taylor with an X, basically saying that Taylor was the #1 fighter at the time and he beat him. Then he got hashtag #1 Crawford. Then he got a soon next to it, saying that Crawford is #1 right now and he will soon beat Crawford. Then Crawford responded and said, you better go fight Kambosos. He the one that you should be fighting. Then he already beat your butt. Then after that, Crawford put 2 separate pictures of himself of when he was undisputed at 140 and undisputed at 147. And he put Mr. 2 times, Mr. First to do it, a direct shot at Teofimo Lopez because Teofimo Lopez claims that he was the first one to do it. But real boxing fans know the real story and they know that he was only a lineal champ. He ain't a 2-time undisputed champ. But that's another story.
They're wrong. Everybody's wrong here.
Then Teofimo Lopez responded by saying, and you still didn't win Fighter of the Year. Now listen, I don't care about the whole Fighter of the Year stuff because to me, he's the Fighter of the Year. The whole Fighter of the Year thing is subjective. Who cares about it? It is what it is. But Teofimo Lopez calling out Terence Crawford, okay, this is a big, bold move. That's cool. But the only problem is this. Teofimo does not beat Terence Crawford in this lifetime or the next lifetime. Not in this weight class or the next weight class. I don't care what weight class you go at, he ain't beat no Terence Crawford. So he better stick to fighting Jermaine Ortiz. The don't why he trying to call out Crawford. I guess he feel like he beat Josh Taylor, who was a top fighter, and he beat Loma, who was a top fighter. But he have to understand, this is Terence Crawford we're talking about. This is Mr. 2-time undisputed himself. And you trying to call him out? Okay, good move. But let's see how that works for him. Hey, I'm rooting him on. I actually want to see it. I actually hope Terence Crawford accept this. Because I actually want to see this fight. I would love to see Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez fight. And if Teofimo Lopez beats Terence Crawford fair and square, you'll hear my respects right here on this channel. My respect to Teofimo Lopez. I wouldn't be making no type of excuses if there's no excuses to make. Notice that I said if he beat him fair and square. You know what I'm saying? So if he beat him fair and square and, you know, knock him out or just plain up beat him the way George Kambosos beat him, then, you know, I wouldn't have nothing to say. You'll hear it here first. I straight up give Teofimo Lopez his props.